If you want to make sure that you get them, go ahead and shop ahead. All right, daylilies. I can remember, and Rachel is way home at this point, but our dear friend, show host Rachel, when she bought her first house, she bought daylilies.
Yeah.
And she said to me, should I dig them up? What should I do? How should I? I'm like, you cannot kill a daylily, Rachel.
That's right.
And she's become such a great gardener. This is the place to start, but you don't do the daylilies that we're going to find in our garden centers. No, these are special. These are tubers, which we will show you. They're not bulbs, they're tubers, but we'll show you the difference so you feel comfortable. These are ReBlooming. They're fragrant. You get 3 colors, 2 each, a total of 6. Brand new this month. They have been, look at that.
That's one of the colors. That's blushing ruffles. You're gonna get 2 of that. That's not a daylily you're gonna find at your box stores or your garden centers. And then you're also gonna get this next one, 2 of this orange delight. And we'll see the 3rd color here in a moment. But Pat, you know as well as I do, a lush garden border full of daylilies, that's like a gardener's dream.
Yes, I mean, look at that.
It's so fantastic. Look at that. Imagine having 50 daylilies planted in an area like that.
And you could do that year after year.
You can. Well, you plant them once, and then they're going to do that. They're going to do that.
Get better.
You're not going to do that. The daylilies are going to do that. That's what we love about plants like this. And then this is the 3rd color.
How pretty that
this is called the Remora Bay. It's that gorgeous kind of scarlet with that beautiful green apple eye in the center, or green apple throat in the center. Here you get a better look. Flowers that are like 6 to 7 inches across. And all 3 of the varieties, not only are they, big, but they're all ReBlooming daylilies, which is a huge distinction. We're talking like 4 solid months of flowers from every plant that you're going to be planting.
Just mixed all together. Keep looking at these. All I'm going to ask is use your cue card. That way you'll have 5 easy pays on this. You're going to get 6 tubers, 3 colors each. They come back bigger and better. Sometimes you even end up dividing them. And they're easy.
They're workhorses.
They're easy.
They are. We use the term workhorse in the garden world to describe plants that do a lot for you, but have very little maintenance. That are very just like, you plant them and you let them do the rest. And that is one of the reasons why daylilies are considered the backbone of the American perennial garden, because they're so easy. They're winter hardy. They're drought tolerant. They can handle the winter salts. They can handle hot, humid heat, full sun. They don't care. But what is the problem with daylilies in America is that most gardeners are planting daylilies that look like this, because this is all you find at your box stores.
That's what you generally find.
And these are expensive. These little yellow guys, often 10, 12 bucks a piece. That pales in comparison to the value that we have in our collection today. But that's nothing to speak about compared to the actual flowers.
Look at
There's no comparison. Do you want this little yellow guy, or do you want big, beautiful flowers like this? Multicolors.
And that'll come back year after year. So you only really have to buy them once and put the effort in one time. And it's not a hard effort. Here again, this is coming with it. If you have never tried anything, or if a lot of times people say to me, I have a brown thumb. You won't with a daylily. It'll give you exactly that courage to try gardening, because you're going to be successful. And don't be afraid. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I took a potting class one time, and this wonderful teacher said, why aren't you putting your perennials in a pot? Like, you could put these in a pot if you wanted to put them in a pot. Put them in the ground. How tall will they get?
Yeah, so each plant will get around 20 to 30 inches across and tall. So right there you can see that's probably about 4 or 5. That's probably about 1 collection after the 3rd or 4th season. Now this is the 1st color, blushing ruffles. It has that golden fringe edging, absolutely divine. It's sort of like a salmony magenta in the middle with that beautiful golden eye zone as well. But Pat, 1 collection of 6 plants, every collection has 6 plants. You're getting 2 of each of the 3 colors. You can expect around 400 to 500 flowers starting the 1st year. Yeah,
you got to be patient with them, and you have to babysit them a little bit in the 1st year, right?
You really you do need to be patient. The 1st year, 400 to 500 flowers. The 2nd year, up to 1,000 flowers from 1 collection. But by the 3rd year, is when you can expect something that looks like this next picture, up to 2,000 flowers from one collection, because they're blooming over an extended period of time. Most daylilies, like those little yellow guys we were looking at,
Celodoras, yeah.
they're only going to bloom for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. With ours, we're talking 3 to 4 months.
And they have nice foliage as well. It's sort of like this, I don't know. This.
It's like a grassy strap-like foliage.
Yes, that's it.
You know what is so awesome about that? It makes it really easy to plant in a mass setting. I love to actually put them on slopes. Like if you have an area, a slope that is hard to mow, plant these. You won't have to mow those areas, but you can beautify it.
5,000 is what they were able to bring us for this season. We have fewer than 1,500, so way less than half of the quantity. We've got like a third remaining. Well, that's it, and then this collection is gone. And you usually bring us a couple daylily collections, and they always sell out because they're different.
Well, and one of the reasons why they always sell out is because most of you guys at home, you're buying 4 or 5 of these collections, because daylilies, all that you need to do is get them in the ground. This is the easiest way to add large swaths of color to your garden borders, you know, to the back of the garden. Areas of the garden where the hose doesn't reach, absolutely fine for the daylilies because they're very drought tolerant.
Front or back?
Because they get about 30 inches tall, you can have this as kind of like a mid border. You know, maybe those vivid intense geraniums that we saw earlier in front. And this is how we're shipping them to you. They couldn't be easier to get in the ground. You know, we have our growing guides. They're fresh.
They haven't been sitting in the big box store in a box that they crumble when you get them out of the bag. And you also identify which colors are which. So if you're picking up a couple of sets and you want to put like all the orange together, you can go ahead and do that.
And one of these is going to grow into something that looks like this. Now, this is a fully matured plant, probably by its 3rd season. So you can see just how gorgeous these are. They're so easy to grow.
They are.
The fact that they're going to bloom for like 4 months or so in all of these gorgeous, unique colors, that's unlike any other daylilies out there. At this value, you will not find these high-quality designer daylilies for this value anywhere. I promise you that.
Well, shall we go to the islands, or at least have that wonderful tropical feel? Here's the honeymoon hibiscus coming up, a 2-in-1 plant that's brand new.